name is Daniel. I'm from Newport Beach, California. Been here about 40 years now. I know, I just aged myself, right? Anyway, my background is in sales, marketing, professional consulting, and business ownership. I've basically been an entrepreneur most of my life. You know, I spent the first half of my career learning and failing, and the second half learning some more, attaining some goals, creating a great lifestyle, and now training and teaching others how to do the same. Throughout my career, I've trained, guided, and mentored countless numbers of successful entrepreneurs. But you know, this isn't about me. This is about you, okay? Let me get straight to the point. Are you looking for a way to make some great incomes? Okay, maybe part-time income, okay, but great part-time income. Or primary source of income, okay, an excellent primary source of income. Maybe some of you are looking for a new career path, all right, that has very high potential. Or maybe you're just trying to make some, retirement income, right? Create some retirement income. Or you might be a business owner, an experienced network entrepreneur, or experienced in direct sales, and you're looking for a solid home, all right? Or maybe you're just tired of being tired and you're looking for possibilities, all right? Well, look at that chart again. And if you fit in any of those categories right there, okay, you need to check this out. What if this is the program, the project, or the opportunity that you're looking for, that you can do well in, okay, and you don't check it out, you let it pass you by? Check it out. I promise you, you won't be wasting your time. Now, everything I'll be telling you will be factual, straight up, okay? I won't exaggerate about the information. I won't make it better than what it is. I won't color it, doctor it up, or hype it up, okay? I'll give it to you as I know it, straight up in black and white, all right? And by the way, there's zero cost to you for this information. There's no monthly membership fee. I'm not going to ask you to fill out a form. I don't want your name, your contact info, your email address, okay? I don't want your Facebook, your yearbook, your cookbook, Instagram, Telegram, blah, 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 all right? And I'm not trying to create a community. I live in a great community. Why would I want to build a community? What are you, nuts? All right? Now, there are 3 things you'll need to take with you throughout this journey. Number 1, you need to commit the time to watch this, understand it, learn it, and apply it. I strongly suggest you watch it 2-3 times or more and continue to watch it as you go through your journey, all right? Number 2, keep an open mind and listen, all right? Don't get ahead of the information. Don't prejudge. Don't be one of those, hey, I know that, I've heard this before, I've seen this before mentality. You need to take your information bank and press the reset button to 0, all right? And listen to the information. The people that are presenting are all very successful entrepreneurs. And 3, be honest with yourself about where you are, where you're going on the current path you're on, and where you really want to be at. Okay? All right, if everything sounds good to you, let's go ahead and move to the next part. The playing field, walking the track, studying the court, getting familiar with the fairway. This is a very important phase of success that I learned from my mentors. Before you begin, before you charge ahead, before diving in, you have to study the economic playing field, okay? The current financial facts, the numbers that are out there, okay? The different roads available, where most people are landing up and why, and then the ingredients, the tools, and the mindset required in order to succeed on this field. I've taught this subject matter to entrepreneurs from different fields. The class is designed for entrepreneurs, people with entrepreneurial blood running through them, right? Like a Shark Tank mindset. the desire to do well, the desire to do better, to acquire assets, to move further ahead. And that's who it's designed for. And I always start with this question right here, okay? What are your goals for financial progress for the next 3 to 5 years? You know, most people can't answer that question. That's why they never move ahead in life. They have no goals. They're like a boat without a rudder. They just let the currents take them wherever it wants to. How about the next 10 years? Do you have a vehicle that can get you there? And then, who is going to teach you how to drive that vehicle? Who's going to train you and where and how? And the last part is, do you have a map? Do you have a plan of action? Do you have directions? All right? Let me show you some financial facts. If you follow someone from the age of 18 to retirement age between 65 and 75, at the end you'll find 90% of them, 90, will be dead or dead broke. There'll be only 5% that'll be considered well off. Less than 1% considered wealthy. 64% of Americans will retire broke with less than $10,000 in the bank. All right, the average American right now has $8,000 banked, okay, according to the Federal Reserve. Okay. Now, in Social Security, take a look at that. This is taken in May of 2025. Okay, the average Social Security benefits is about $2,000 per month. Imagine that. For couples, it's $3,000. You know, what are you going to do with that? That'll barely get you a tank of gas and 2 dozen eggs right now. The Census Bureau shows the average income in California. It's high, $80,000, but look at it in the United States, the richest country in the world, by the way. It's around $66,000 a year, right? And if you look at all the stats, all the way to the part where today there's over 7 million people unemployed, looking for opportunity. And by the way, because of the current conditions out there, that thing probably doubled. And according to CNBC, 65% of all Americans live from paycheck to paycheck. All right? Why? Because, according to Forbes, lack of education. They don't know how. And number 2, lack of opportunity. The vehicle. They don't have the vehicle to get there. And the top 3 reasons people don't have savings is they don't make enough, which is obvious. They're struggling to pay bills right now, or they're paying one bill down, whether it's the car, the college education, the mortgage. And the people that are most in trouble are the millennials and Gen Zs. Now, in order to separate yourself from the masses, you must explore a new direction. You have to search for the opportunity. And when you find it, listen to the ones that are already doing it. Get your belief system in place that you can do this, and then take action and duplicate what the successful people are doing. There are the ingredients for success. Internal. You have to have a burning desire. Okay? And it can't just be a desire. You can't just want it. Everybody wants it. You have to want it more than anybody else. Second, you have to have the belief that you can work for you and the passion to do what you're doing. Then you have to have the ambition to get ahead, and then action. That's internal. Outside, external, you have to have a goal. You have to have a target. All right? And then you have to have a vehicle to get you to that goal. And then the training and education to drive that vehicle. And the last part is a plan, a business plan. There it is. Ingredients for success, internal and external. And the most important thing there is the vehicle. I know people with desire, but they've never had the vehicle. So they start over and over. Every 5 years, they're looking for something. I know people that are sharp, that have ambition. I mean, they're sharp, like James Bond sharp, okay? But they don't have the vehicle. So they keep looking for it. So just so you know, the vehicle is the most important part of the playing field. vehicle. This is one of the most important components for a successful journey. You must do some research on the vehicle that you're using to take you to your destination, your goals. And there are several parts that you must check out. You know, regular entrepreneurs never learn this, and that's the reason they remain regular, okay? Let me ask you something. If you're going on a long trip and you're the driver, you're the pilot, you're the captain, wouldn't you check out several things on your vehicle before getting in and taking off? If you're going on a long road trip, for example, you check out several things in your car before you start, right? The engine, the oil, the coolant, the tires, the gasoline. Well, the trip to entrepreneurial success is the most important journey of your life. You need to check out your vehicle and get positive feedback and credible information. Now, there are several companies out there that offer good opportunities with different products, different marketing plans, and philosophy. I want to introduce you to what I feel is the #1 project out there for entrepreneurs. Their product, their program, their corporate philosophy, company strength, and the incredible amount of individual success stories make them, in my professional opinion, the best set of wheels on the road. The company, Enagic. Now, if you've never heard of that company name, it's because the company doesn't advertise. And if you heard of it before, pay attention this time, okay? Now, honestly, when this was first introduced to me, I thought this was another one of those rinky-dink, door-to-door, illegal, multi-level, pyramid, last business you get into before you commit suicide kind of thing. This is what I thought this was. But I learned early in my career to always check things out, okay? And I'm glad I did that. Let me show you the company. It's called Enagic. They're a 50-year-old privately held company out of Japan, okay? They're an original equipment manufacturer. That means they do everything themselves. They have all the credentials of a solid company. Their factory is in Osaka, Japan. And this is where their research and development is. This is where all their manufacturing is. This is where all the shipping is done, okay? And it's massive operation, massive. They're in 23 countries with over 40 locations. Dubai, India, Italy. Take a look at that. Tokyo, Canada, Philippines, California, Korea, Mongolia, Singapore, Australia, Mexico, Russia. I mean, they're all over the globe, okay? And then the company created an E8 PA facilities for their top distributors. These are facilities all around the globe that the distributors utilize for meetings, for training events, and even to stay there. And if you look at all the pictures that they have, I mean, take a look at that one. Enagic has bowling alleys. They have golf courses that they own throughout the world. The most recent one is in San Diego. Take a look at that. I mean, it's unbelievable. And their diversification, incredible. They're not only into one product, they're in several products. And they support the communities all around Japan with their senior citizen programs. They sponsor youth golf programs, youth ping pong programs. They even own an Enagic minor league baseball team where the major leagues in Japan farm from. So again, the company is huge. Now this one they just started last year. They were certified to be able to open up an Enagic Sports High School. So this is not just a little company. This is huge. The latest one they just opened up in 2025 is the new grand opening of the Enagic Resort and Golf Course. The company has all their credentials, okay? Some even I don't understand, but it looks cool, doesn't it? What I'm trying to tell you is this is a rock solid 50-year infrastructure. They just celebrated their 50th anniversary last year in Japan. They had 7,000 people that attended, entrepreneurs from all over the world. And currently, they're investing millions of dollars into the future. So if you take a look at the company, it's rock solid, it's global, and it's an original equipment manufacturer, OEM. The products is the second thing you have to check out on the company, all right? Their products are ionizers. And when I first heard that, I didn't know what it was. I'll explain that in a second. They're also into products that help maintain the health and the body, all right? Now, they have a gold seal on their ionizers, which Enagic is the only ionizer manufacturer in the world with this coveted certification. Their flagship product is called the K8. There it is. Now, when I first saw this, honestly, I thought it was some kind of coffee maker, right? Or an espresso machine or something. I mean, I didn't know what it does. I didn't know that when you push several buttons on that unit, it takes regular water after it's filtered and changes the molecules, changes the pH. I mean, it changes the whole thing. It's an unbelievable demonstration what this product does. I want to let you know that the reason I looked into this company was because of the product. The product was phenomenal. Instead of me trying to explain it to you, I'm going to have one of the top presenters in the world for this company demonstrate the product to you. Her name is Mary Jane Cruz from Southern California.
Hi, my name is Mary Jane Cruz and my background is in medical field. I've been a nurse for 17 years here in California. 13 years ago, I came to know this Kangen water by a doctor who introduced this to me, Dr. Lee. Now, let me show you the 3 unique properties of this Kangen water. First, the Kangen water has high in antioxidant. Antioxidant, it will slow down the aging process and it will help our immune system to be stronger. So this is an ORP meter. It's an oxidation reduction potential. Whenever I put this probe in this water, it will show me if the water is high in antioxidant or oxidizing the body. So first, this is Kirkland water. Kirkland water is, you can buy this at Costco, okay? As you can see, the number is, what's the number? Around 200, positive, dead water. What about Smart water? Smart water is about around 269, positive. What about this Essentia? It's the water that you can buy that it's alkaline, but it's chemically changed, okay? It's about positive 88. It's a little bit lower, but if you put this on Gatorade, any sports drinks, so the number is about 500, so it's very, very bad for our body. What about this soda? 7-Up represent all soda, either Diet Coke or regular Coke. So it's about positive 485. So now, what about tap water? Tap water is about 400. Why? It's because there's a lot of chemicals on our tap water. So if you don't have a good filtration or Kangen machine, it's not gonna help your body, okay? But take a look at this. This is Kangen water. As you can see, it's about negative 790. You see that? It's so high in antioxidant. That's why people drink this water. It had helped them with their health. It's so high in antioxidant that it will help our body to slow down the aging process. And that's why the celebrity in Hollywood, this is what they drink, because Kangen water has the ability to slow down the aging process. The next one, how I can show you that this water has loaded with antioxidant, is through this betadine. Betadine is so high in oxidation. This is what they use in the hospital. So let's say this is the free radicals in the air, okay? Because the way we age, it's in the air. For example, when you cut apple, banana, leave it on the table. what does it look like when you come back? It's dark, it's in the air. That's how we speed up the aging, you know? And also all the food that has a lot of preservative and a lot of insecticide, pesticide, and then you put it in a microwave, which is radiation. So that's how we age faster. So let me show you, by drinking Kangen water, it has the ability to slow down the aging process. For example, I'm gonna put a couple of drops here, and I'm gonna put a couple of drops on Kangen water. So our body is about 60% water. So if you're drinking plastic bottled water since your birth, basically your body's made out of plastic bottled water, okay? But since I've been drinking Kangen water for the last 13 years, my body is made out of Kangen water. So if there's free radical in the air, if your body is made out of plastic bottled water, let's see if there's an ability to fight the oxidation. Nothing. Got Kangen water. As you see that? It has the ability to fight the oxidation. Now, if your body is made out of plastic bottled water, if you're getting sick, the doctor will tell you to drink vitamin C. Vitamin C, I don't care either 500 or 1,000 milligram, our body will only take 120 milligram. The rest, we're gonna release that. And that 120 milligram, it will only stay in our system for 6 hours. After that, we have no coverage. Let me show you, okay? This is vitamin C. Put it there. So it's true, vitamin C has the ability to fight the oxidation or whatever sickness in there, okay? But our body is not made out of synthetic vitamin C. It's made out of water. So the water that you drink for every day, that's the one that will help your immune system get stronger. The next unique properties of Kangen water is the microcluster. Microcluster is a tiny water. It's about 5 to 6 clustered of water. So basically, this plastic bottled water here is about 15 to 20 molecules. The cluster is big. That's why when you drink this water, you feel bloated. It's in your stomach. But when you drink Kangen water, it's so tiny, it's hydrating your body in a cellular level, okay? It will give you the best hydration that you're looking for your body. And I'm going to show you this by using this green tea. This is Yamamoto green tea. We're going to pretend that this Yamamoto green tea is our cells, because our cells is too small, okay? And for the water to penetrate this tea bag, you need to boil the water, because without boiling the water, you cannot extract those tea in that tea bag, okay? We're going to put this tea bag in each cup right here, okay? And this represents our cells in our body, okay, right there. So if you're putting plastic bottled water in your body, I don't think it has the ability to hydrate our body faster, right there. Like I said, the cluster is too big. And just for you know, as you can hear that, there's a lot of plastic leaching in that plastic bottled water. Now let me show you Kangen water. The minute you drink this Kangen water, it has the ability to penetrate the cells. It goes to your brain right away. That's why people drink this water. When they first drink this, they think they have a headache. It's not a headache, it's a head rush. The water is trying to hydrate the brain. And when your brain is well hydrated, it produces melatonin. Melatonin helps you sleep. So let me show you how this Kangen water and, you see, and this other water right there. People that drinks this Kangen water, it has given them this energy, so much energy, okay? So for example, this one doesn't have that tea, but once you're drinking Kangen water, it has the ability to enhance your energy, right there, all right? The next unique properties of this Kangen water is how it has the ability to charge the heart and the brain, because we need the right minerals in our body so that we stay healthy. Like the doctor said, you have to eat so much food and vegetable that has a lot of minerals. Let me show you this meter here. This is my mineral tester, okay? Whenever you put this in any vegetable or fruits, it's gonna charge right there. As you can see, right, there's the minerals. What do we get from avocado? Well, it's good to lower the cholesterol, to support that lower cholesterol. And what about this lemon? Okay, the lemon, it has vitamin C. It's so good for our immune system. So right there, as you can see, okay? What about this egg, this hard-boiled egg? This one's supposed to be good for your brain, right there. If our doctor says that eating all this is healthy for our body, isn't it the water that we're drinking is the best one because our body is made out of water? So let me show you that whenever you drink this plastic bottled water here, it doesn't have the ability to charge our body, okay? So this is Kirkland. This is smart water, not so smart. Essentia, it's fake alkaline, loaded with chemicals in there, okay? But look at Kangen water. Kangen water has the ability to charge our heart and the brain because it has the right mineral that our body needs. Another unique properties of this Kangen water is the alkalinity of the water. Because as we age, our body becomes acidic. And when our body becomes acidic, it produces inflammation. And when our body has inflammation, here's diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, because by nature, our stomach is acidic. And most of the food that we're eating is acidic. When we're stressed, we're producing acid. So how can you maintain your blood pH to 7.35 if all you do is loading yourself with acid? So now, Kangen water has the ability to balance the acidity from our body, but not all water is the same. For example, this is my pH tester. It's a potential hydrogen liquid that whenever you put this in any water, it's gonna show you if the water is acidic or alkaline. So as you can see here, this water, especially this Gatorade, it's so acidic, soda, tap water, and Kangen water. So as you can see, this one and this one is the same. Like I said, this is chemically changed, this is electrically charged. So let me show you that this water doesn't have the ability to put my body into alkaline side because it's fake. So I'm gonna blow my air here. As you can see, it can't handle the breath that I put in there because our inside is acidic. Look at Kangen water. It's not gonna change because it's natural. That's why if your body's deteriorating and you change your water, it's gonna help our body to heal itself. Kangen water is not a miracle water. It will not heal you, it will not cure you. But what it does, it will put your body into proper frame. Let me show you how this thing happened, okay? For example, let's say your body's acidic, sickness, diabetes, high blood pressure. Then you start drinking Kangen water. What happened was, it's gonna move your body into alkaline side and it's gonna charge it. Again, if your body's acidic, deteriorating, dying, change your water, change your life. Again, if your body needs the right minerals, change your water, will change your life. Okay. Except for this one. This is Gatorade. Look at this. Nothing. Look at soda. Nothing. Okay? Because when you drink a cup of soda, it'll take 4 gallons of Kangen water before you can neutralize it to your body. Okay? Let's say your body It's alkaline. Every book says it's healthy. Then you start craving for soda. What happens is, if you're healthy, if your body's in the alkaline side, and you start drinking soda, your body moved into acidic side. What does it mean? It means sickness, diabetes, high blood pressure, name it. Right there. Right there. The next water I'm going to show you is the 11.5. 11.5 water is the water that you can wash your fruits and vegetables from pesticide, insecticide, and germicide. So if you put 11.5 in a spray bottle and you can wait for 3 days, you can use it as a degreaser. Degreaser, you can clean your kitchen. Like for example, the hood, you can spray. You don't need the 409 Fantastic, that's chemicals. You go to the store, you spend money on that. Kangen water has the ability to make the 11.5. Let me show you how I wash my fruits and vegetables from pesticide, insecticide, and germicide, okay? So I have this cherry tomato, okay? I bought this at Costco, Trader Joe's. We're gonna put it here. I'm gonna put some here. So we're gonna wash them. This one, I will wash it with tap water. Tap water here, here. And this one is 11.5. All I'm showing you is just water, okay? It's a strong alkaline water that the machine produced to wash your fruits and vegetables from pesticide, insecticide, and germicide. So like I said, I put that there, and this is the tap water here. And I'm just gonna show you in a bit how it has the ability to remove that pesticide and insecticide. You can also remove from all the preservative, okay? This is a walnuts, and it's loaded with preservative. Open it. Okay. So why is it so important that we wash our food with all this preservative? Well, there's a study that if you're consuming so much preservative in your system, it's not healthy, okay? It can cause seriously health issue. So I don't know if you guys, but I start washing my walnuts ever since I heard about this preservative not being good in our body, okay? So this is the 11.5 here. And this is the tap water. Right here. So, as you can see, it's been soaking for a while, okay? Right here. If you soak your cherry tomatoes, your strawberry, your grapes, I usually soak it with 5 minutes or even longer just to make sure those pesticide comes off from that produce, because pesticide is oil-based and it has to, so that when it rains, it doesn't wash off from our produce. So Kangen water has the ability to remove that pesticide from our produce. For example, this is 11.5, as you can see there, right? Look at the tap water. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't have the ability to remove the pesticide. What about this walnuts? The preservative in these walnuts. Look at that. What about this wash with tap water? It doesn't have the ability to wash it. The next water that this machine produces is the 2.5. 2.5 water is a strong acidic water that machine produces, so you can disinfect your house that is not made out of chemicals. And for the last 13 years, I haven't bought any chemical cleaning material or disinfectant for my house. This 2.5, it's very safe to spray your microwave, your refrigerator, or just in case you have like a sore throat, you can also gargle with this. And if you're here, when you smell this, it smells like bleach. It's stronger than bleach, that you can kill 99.9 of any bacteria, by just pressing that machine, that K8, and you make your own 2.5 strong acidic water. So let me show you how this 2.5 is very, very strong. That, for example, this is water. It's clean, no bleach or anything. But I can just assure you that this 2.5 is stronger than bleach. As you can see, that this 2.5 is a strong acid that has the ability to disinfect your house. You can spray your microwave, you can spray your refrigerator. It's very safe. It's not chemicals, okay? For the last 13 years, I haven't bought any chemical cleaning material. So my house is go green. And you can make this by just pressing the button on those K8 Kangen machine. You can also put this 2.5 when you travel. Like for example, when you're putting gas, or you go to the airplane, you spray, to disinfect your hands. So it's very, very good to kill any bacteria or any germs right there. The last water I'm gonna talk about is the beauty water. Beauty water is a toner that this machine produces, unlimited. By pressing this beauty water here, it's gonna give you the unlimited beauty water. Okay, it's 6.0 pH because our skin's about 5.5 to 6.0 pH. So whenever you press this beauty water here, it will give you unlimited beauty water. Why is it so important to have this beauty water? It helps your face well hydrated. This beauty water is like toner. You know how much we spend toner when we buy from Lancome? It's so much money. But once you have this Kangen water machine, you make your own toner unlimited. So like I said, I always carry this in my purse. So I always, especially this summer, you keep spraying yourself and you'll see. It's reversing. I don't know. I've been spraying myself for the last 13 years, and a lot of my friends say, Mary Jane, you still look the same. And I said, it must be my water. Okay, I'm done about showing you the complete package of Kangen water. This is the full value of this Kangen water. Thank you for watching, and my name is Mary Jane Cruz. Like I always say, mankind is my business, helping people improve their health. The world become my office because Inagic is global and God is my boss. Thank you for watching.
Was that crazy or what? Have you ever seen that type of water? Have you even heard of such a thing? I mean, when I first saw this, I thought it was like voodoo water, But wow, I mean, it's healthy water, it's great water. Now, the products they have are, they have different ionizers, from the K8 to one that's platinum to match with your kitchen, okay, to the original flagship product, which was the SD501, to a smaller one, which is called the Junior. They have units for under the counter, for the shower, and they have units for commercial use, right? And then they also have the best turmeric in the world because it's grown in Okinawa. On top of that, they have other products, one called M-Guard, which deals with radiation, and their air units. Now, the flagship product of Inagic is the K8, all right? Now, they have products that range from $3,000 to $6,000. When I first heard that, I said, what are you, crazy? All right? I mean, I can get a television, a washing machine, a washer and dryer, for $5,000 or $6,000, but I'm a very good consumer. We were buying bottled water at the time, which ran about $1 per bottle. Have you ever bought bottled water? They run about $1, right? That's the average price. And we were using, my family, at least five water bottles a day. We were spending $5 and up per day. Now, if you take the cost of this unit, amortize it into how long it lasts, this unit runs you approximately 90 cents a day for unlimited alkaline water. Unlimited. You can make 1,000 gallons a day. The other one was $1 per bottle. Okay? So that's the reason I got it. And on top of it, the benefits were phenomenal. I strongly recommend this product in your house. I promise you, it'll be the most used appliance. Like me, it's the most used appliance in my house. It's the first thing I hear in the morning. It's the last thing I hear at night. And I don't have to worry about running out of clean water. And once it's in your house for, a couple of months, 3 months, 6 months, you'll thank me later on. And you're welcome, by the way. Now, the products are new, they're highly desirable, and they're a trend product. They're a product no one has, and everyone will have one day, okay? The next part is the need and the marketplace. Take a look at the need for the product. Have you ever seen the environmental disaster of plastic bottles? Google it. Plastic bottles in the ocean. I mean, there's actually islands as big as Cuba made of plastic bottles. It's crazy. Did you know that more than 1 million bottles of water are sold every single minute globally? Okay? 1.3 billion plastic bottles are used each day, and 80% of them land up there. All right? So you're either part of the solution or part of the problem. And it takes 1,000 years for those plastic bottles to decompose. So the need and the marketplace is there because who doesn't drink water? Bottled water is the #1 selling beverage, not only in the United States, but in the world. #1. It was #1 in 2017. It's #1 today. Okay? And have you ever seen in your market the bottled water aisle? You can always tell where the market makes the most money. It's where it's a product they give the most real estate to. Sometimes there's 2, 3, 4 of them. And during COVID days, everyone went crazy, right? The lines for bottled water. While the people who owned an Enagic ionizer were at home making as much water as they wanted. That's the benefits of this product. And on top of it, alkaline water is coming into the picture. Have you seen some of the prices of not only bottled water, but alkaline water, healthy water? It's a booming marketplace right now. Check out what I borrowed from the market down the street here, because I wanted to show you this. This is actual, okay? Look at the club price of bottled water. All right, take a look at this one. The price is $11.99. And it's $9.99 if you're a member, all right? Look at this one. I mean, here, this one is alkaline, Essentia, $14.59 for a 6-pack and $13.99 if you're a club member. And we get it for free. I know, don't worry about these. I'll return them, okay? Anyway, the marketplace is unlimited and endless. Anyone who drinks water, anyone who pays for water, male, female, young, old, excellent for pets and excellent for plants. And then all the commercial application it has, restaurants, bars, offices, gyms, and so on. Actually, the marketplace is the world because everyone uses water. As far as the need in the marketplace, it's worldwide, it's endless, and it's unlimited. The next part you have to check out is the compensation program. Now, there are 3 main avenues of income in this company. When you become a distributor, you now can earn commissions, overrides, and bonuses. The commissions are derived through personal sales by talking about the product, advertising the product, and sharing the product. The overrides are derived through group production by sharing the opportunity. Sort of like a real estate broker and real estate agents, they get an override from all the agent sales. That's the same thing there. And the third is what they call rank advancement, where the company starts giving out bonuses as you move up in rank in the company. Now, the commissions, the overrides, and the bonuses lead to financial freedom. Basically what everyone's looking for, okay? And it's a unique business model. It's not a regular multi-level program, okay? Like those ones right there. Now, there are a lot of programs that are good, but they're the MLM pyramids on one side there. Take a look at the direct sales model of Enagic. Those are two completely different models, all right? Again, the marketing plan is compensated globally, and it has no gimmicks. There's no sign-up fee. There's no monthly qualification. You don't have to buy product to stock them. The company does all of that. No annual renewal. You can work from home. You can make money all over the globe, and it pays daily. Now, instead of me trying to explain to you the marketing plan, I'm gonna have one of the top distributors in the world who started out this business with zero, top distributor in Italy. I want to introduce you to Giordano Carretta.
Hi, I'm Giordano Carretta, and in this video I will show you the Enagic compensation plan. Before we get started, make sure you read this part. We don't guarantee any earning by any means. The result of the people that you see that achieve those type of results are not typical. And to have success in this business, like any other business, you have to learn the skills, sales, you gotta get trained, and most people that achieve those types of results are usually in the company for a long time, like myself. The mission of Enagic is to help people achieve what we call true health, physical health, spiritual health, and financial health. Enagic is an OEM, original equipment manufacturer, out of Japan. It was created in 1974, and today they count 43 locations in over 26 countries. So no matter where you are in the world, you can start this business. The Enagic compensation plan has been patented globally, which means nobody else can copy it. It is one of the most profitable compensation plans of the last century. Let's look for a second at a traditional marketing structure. In this example, we'll use the smartphone. To produce a smartphone, it usually costs $30 to $60, maybe $90 to make one phone. When we actually buy, our final price is $1,500, $1,700, sometimes even $2,000. Why that happens? Because when they produce the product, the manufacturer, in order for them to get it to the consumer, the product has to go through multiple steps. Manufacturer reps, sales reps, wholesales, retail, advertising, salaries, all the costs that a company has to get the product out of the consumer. So Enagic was able to create a system that cuts out all these costs, and the product directly go from the manufacturer directly to the consumer. They don't have to pay the advertising fee up front, and they only release the marketing commission after the product is sold. So basically the company produces every single piece that makes this machine. They assemble the pieces, and then we do the advertising for them through webinar, live presentation, we share the product, we do online. In any way we can do this advertising, and only after the product is sold, Enagic releases the commission. This allows the company to only produce products based on the demand, to have zero debt, and to pay a really high marketing commission. In a traditional multi-level company with a low ticket item, usually you have to purchase products every single month, you need to keep a certain volume to keep the ranks. And in order for you to make a decent amount of money, you have to sell a lot of products. Those are low-ticket products, and the commission is very low, so you have to sell thousands and thousands of products to even earn a decent amount of commission. With Enagic, we have a high-ticket product with a very high commission. You don't have to qualify every single month. You never lose your rank. You have no time limits. There's no auto ship. You don't need an inventory. It pays daily, and you can sponsor people all over the world international. So this is not your traditional multi-level program. It's a true direct sale program, very similar to real estate, that allow you to open unlimited amount of franchises all over the world. In our business, there's 3 ways to earn a commission or an income. The first one is by making a direct sale. So you sell a product, you get a commission, exactly like real estate, selling cars, or any other product. Number 2 is with an override. So an override is a commission that you earn when someone else in your team makes a sale. And number 3, passive income. Passive income are usually achieved from 682 and above, and you start getting monthly and quarterly bonuses, but also those bonuses are based on production and there's some requirement for you to earn those bonuses every single month. So Enagic uses an 8-point commission structure on all their products, and they have different products, different types of machine, shower unit, turmeric supplement, and many other products. And all of those products, they use the 8-point commission. Each product, based on which product you sell, you earn a different type of commission. In this specific example, we'll use the K8 model, which in my opinion is one of the best machines you can possibly get. So the price of the K8 is $5,480. And out of this price, the company pays 8 points. Each point is worth $351 for a total of $2,808 commission. The commission structures work this exact same for every single person in this company. So when you first start, you are what we call a 1A, a 1-point agent, which means on your first 2 direct sales, you will earn $351 and $351. On your 3rd direct sale, you're already getting promoted. You are now a 2-point agent, which means you earn 2 points of commission for every direct sale that you do, which means $702 for every K8 from now on. So let's say you sold 3 machines to Matt, Bob, and Mike. You will earn a commission of $351, $351, and $702. So this is what we call linear income. So you sell a product and you earn a commission. Exactly like real estate or selling cars or any other product. That's what we call these direct sales. So the company also allow you to earn what we call override, which means a commission earned by someone else in your team making a sale. So let's go back to the previous example where you sold 3 machines to Matt, Bob, and Mike. And Mike was your 3rd sale, which means you earned $702 in commission. So now you have a $702 franchise lane, which means every sale that Mike or his downline will produce will generate you $702 in commission. So let's say Mike sells 5 sales. He will earn $351, $351, $702, $702, $702. That's his commission, like when you first started. But because Mike is in your 2-point franchise lane, you will also earn 5 overrides of $702 each. 702, 702, 702, 702, and 702. That's your override commission. Isn't that amazing? That's the magic of this business. Once you achieve 10 group sales, which means the total of your direct sale plus your indirect sale. So let's say you sold only 3 machines and below you they sold 7. Now you have 10 group sales. It could be 5 direct, 5 indirect, it doesn't matter, as long as you have 10 group sales. On the next direct sale, and that's how you promote yourself. You make a direct sale, you achieve the next rank. So sale number 11, it's a direct sale that you make, now you're a 3-point agent, which means you're now entitled to earn $1,053 for each direct sale. So let's say your 3A sale was to a guy named Bob. You earn $1,053. And let's say Bob makes 10 direct sales. Bob is really excited because he just started the business and he's earning 10 commissions already. 351, 351, 702, 702, 702, all the way to 10 sales. But because Bob now is in your 3-point franchise lane, you will earn an override of $1,053 10 times. That's $10,530 in overrides because someone else sold 10 machines. Is this crazy or what? And by the way, the company always pays from the bottom to the top, which means the first person that gets paid is the person that makes the direct sale, and then whatever points are left, they go up. This means that as the people below you grow in rank and they achieve higher rank, you will start earning less commission on their direct sales because they're taking the majority of the points. Once you have 20 group sales total in your organization, you now can get promoted again and you can become a 4-point agent, which means you will earn 4 times 351, which is $1,404 for each direct sale. And remember, Enagic is never taking away your rank. So once you accomplish a rank like a 4A, from that day on, every sale you will make, you will earn 4 points of commission, or if you go to the next rank, you even can get higher, but you never go back and you never have to restart from the beginning. With that said, the franchise that you previously opened, also they're not gonna change. So let's say you're a 4-point agent, but someone make a sale in your 1-point or 2-point franchise lane, you will earn 1 or 2 points. As you see, as a 4-point agent, already if you make 2 to 3 sales per month, that's a pretty decent part-time income, and you don't need to sell 1,000 products, right? Think about, let's say you have a full-time job and you're doing this very, very part-time. You share some videos, you share some products, you invite people to a presentation, and you sell 3 machines as a 4-point agent. That's $1,404, 3 times of extra income that you can potentially earn in this business. But the magic obviously happens when you find someone that actually wants to pursue the business. So let's say I'm a 4-point agent and I find a guy named Mark, and he buys the machine from me. I make $1,404. But now he wants to do the business. And let's keep low numbers. Let's say Mark only makes 5 sales. He's really excited. He makes 351, 351, 702, 702, 702. But now Mark is in my 4-point lane, which means his 5 sales will earn me 5 overrides commission, and each commission is gonna be of $1,404. I want you to imagine this for a second. Let's say you're working your business, you're working at your job, or whatever you're doing in your life, right? And you have someone in your 4-point lane that does 5 sales in 1 month. Not 1,000, not 3,000, 5 sales. That will generate you $7,020 in override. Tell me where else you can do that. And by the way, 98% of people who achieve the rank of 4A, they actually make it to the top rank. It's very hard to quit when you earn this type of commission. So let's keep going. Once you achieve 50 group sales, you become what we call 5A, 5-point agent. Now you earn $1,755 per sale. And just so you know, when I personally became a 5A, I only sold 8 machines directly, and that generated me 50 group sales. So you don't have to sell all the 50 machines if you don't want to, as long as you have 50 group sales in your organization. Now this is the magic of high ticket. Now you're a 5-point agent. So with 2 sales per month, you make over $3,400 in commission just with 2 sales. And it doesn't take you like 8 hours a day for 5 days a week to make 2 sales, but you can do this on a part-time basis if you want to. But the magic is always in finding people that actually want to do this business. Let's pretend my 5A sale is to a guy named Frank. He buys the machine from me, I make $1,755, and let's say Frank makes 10 sales. It could be in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months, it doesn't matter. The commission is always the same. He will earn his commission, 351, 351, 702, 702, all the way to 10, but this time I'm a 5-point agent. So this time those 10 sales will generate me $17,550 in override commission. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know any other company that pays this high of commission on a product that no one has, the majority of people will eventually own, and there's easy financing for everyone. Once you achieve 100 group sales in your organization, you become what we call 6A. Now you earn 6 out of the 8 points. So 6 times 351 is $2,106 for 1 direct sale. So I always tell people, from 0 to 6A, you got your diploma. Now it's time to work. Because think about it, from now on, for the rest of your life, every single time you make a direct sale, you earn $2,106. But not only that, you open a franchise that is $2,106 in override, and you can open as many as you want, and there's never a go back. So from the moment you are 6A, for the rest of your life, you can open an unlimited amount of franchise, and each franchise not only will pay you $2,106 when you open, but it can generate you $2,106 in override every time you help one of your downline make a direct sale. So let's say you meet someone on Instagram. You're now a 6-point agent. They want to purchase the device from you, and you earn $2,106 in commission. And let's say you teach this person how to make their first 3 sales very quickly. They get really excited because they earn right away $351, $351, $702. But because you're a 6-point agent and that's your 6-point franchise lane, you will earn $2,106 3 times. $2,106, $2,106, $2,106 for a total of $6,318 in override. So that's your commission for someone that you just met online. So this business is crazy, and it keeps getting better and better and better. So in a traditional network marketing company, let's say you want to make $10,000 in commission, and you're selling products that are like $100 to $200, maybe $300. How many products would you need to sell in order for you to earn that $10,000 commission? It's doable, but it's very hard for the average person. Let's compare it with our business. It's a high ticket sale program where you earn $2,106 now per sale, which means you only need to make 5 direct sales to earn more than $10,000 in commission. That's the biggest difference between high-ticket network marketing and low-ticket network marketing. This means I don't have to sell thousands of products all over the world, but I only need 5 sales as a 6-point agent to earn my $10,000 commission. Once you become a 6A, you have the opportunity to earn a $3,000 title incentive bonus. You also unlock other type of bonuses for 6 months in a row based on your production and your team's production. But here it comes my favorite part of this compensation plan. If you want to achieve the next rank, which is called 6A2, you can only do it by helping others. So once you help 2 people in 2 separate legs achieve the rank of 6A, you become what we call 6A2. So now you earn a $6,000 title incentive and you start earning monthly and quarterly bonus based on your personal and team production. Once you help 2 people in your organization in 2 separate legs achieve the rank of 6A2, you become what we call 6A2-2. So now you earn a $12,000 title incentive and you have a slight increase on the monthly and quarterly bonus. And once you help 2 people achieve the rank of 6A2-2 in 2 separate legs, you become what we call 6A2-3. Now, this is one of the most wanted rank in this company because you earn a one-time $25,000 title incentive bonus. You get a $5,000 monthly award every single month as long as you're active based on some minimum requirements. And you also get monthly, quarterly bonus, and global sharing. After 6A2-3, there's many other rank, -4, -5, -6, -7, and -8. And to achieve those rank is always the same. You gotta help people in your organization achieve the previous rank. So for example, to be a -4, you need 2 people that hit -3. To be a -5, you need 2 people in 2 separate legs that are 6A2-4. To be a -6, you need 2 people that are -5, etc. And obviously, the higher you go, the higher bonus you get. But all those bonuses are always based on your team and your personal production. Remember, the only way to generate commission in this business is through a sale of a product. I think the reason why so many average people are achieving above average result in this company is because of how the compensation plan is designed. Think about it. When you're a 1-point agent, let's say you make your first sale and your upline makes 6 points of commission for your first sale. The company is paying them with a lot of experience to help you make your first sale. That's, I think, it's the most genius part of this compensation plan, because usually when you start a business, you're alone, you don't have the skills, you don't know how to present, close, and none of that, right? But if someone is paid to help you succeed, your chances of success are a lot higher than the average program. That's why I think this is the winning formula of this company. Enagic feels like a family. Everybody is helping each other because they're well compensated to do so. And you want to be in a place where other people are compensated to help you succeed. Isn't that a great place to be? Go back to the person who shared this video with you for more information.
Thanks, Gio. Was that an incredible marketing plan to create great incomes? And let me just give you some data. The top of the position is called a 6A. That means you're a 6-point agent. You're taking six points out of the pie. It's the highest. Currently, there are over 33,100 6As and above in Enagic globally. Just in case you're wondering whether you can do this or not. So, the compensation program, definitely innovative, it's patented, it's rewarding, and based off all the people that are successful in it, it's definitely proven. The last part you have to check out is the timing. You know, I was watching Shark Tank the other night, and Mark Cuban said, the most important thing in life and business is timing. And I agree with him. Timing is the most important thing. Let me show you the timing in this business. There are over 3 million global sales, a little bit over, I guess, okay, in Enagic. North America sales about 1.5 million plus. The world population, the marketplace, is 8.23 billion. North America, there's 580 million. Now, take a look at this graph. The US population is 340 million currently, and there are 132 million households. Households means you can put in a refrigerator, a television, a washer and dryer, a dishwasher. Take a look at the percentage of households that the computers are in. When they started at 0 and now 78%. Smartphones, 75%. Washer and dryer, 91.7%. Microwave, 99%. Television. These are trend products. Take a look at the ionizer. The market penetration is 1.5%, okay? There's 132 million households in the US, 1 million plus sales, okay, 1.5 million, let's say, which means the market penetration is between 1 to 2% globally on a product most households will own. The only reason people don't own this is they don't know about it. They don't know the benefits of that. They don't know they're already paying for it. And the timing is perfect because in trend products, you can see 0.5% get involved in the beginning, 1.5% who make a lot of money get involved right there, and then 98% in the stability area. So the timing is perfect. And on top of it, it's being pushed by a paradigm shift. A paradigm shift is an approach in consumer habits. It's a change from current to new. Take a look at what happens when a new product comes out. What happens to the old product when the paradigm shifts? You have to be my age to remember this, but look at what the GPS did to the maps, the Thomas Brothers maps. Remember when there was maps in gas stations? Look at what the cell phone industry did to the pagers and phone booths. You would not believe how much business the taxi cab industry lost to Uber and Lyft, in the neighborhood of 50%. Look what's happening to the retail markets that are going out of business because of the online shopping. Remember Blockbuster? They're no longer there because of Netflix, okay? There's paradigm after paradigm. Look at what Airbnb is doing to the hotel and motel industry, all right? Let me give you 3 of the most current paradigms. I believe that there will come a generation that won't know that gas-powered automobiles existed, okay? Because it's moving from gas-powered to electric vehicles, face-to-face to social media, and today, manual labor workforce to AI. There's no question, the next paradigm shift, people will be turning from bottled water to ionizer. They just have to learn about it. So, as far as the timing, it's absolutely perfect. Part 4, your business plan. The goal is to build your Enagic business so you can get commissions, overrides, bonuses through sales of Enagic product, okay? Now, I'm gonna start this out with the hardest part of the business. As I see it, the hardest part of this business is finding people who will listen, right? You know, who, where, when, all right, how. Inviting people, and then getting people to attend the presentation. You know, I've watched the distributors in this business for many years. That's the hardest part, getting somebody to take the time out of their day to go to a meeting, a live presentation, even a Zoom at home. The during and after meeting explanation, closing the sale, asking for the order, the paperwork, okay? Handling rejections. That every rejection brings you down. And then the last part is training others how to duplicate. Those are the hardest part of the business. Well, this system, if you use it properly, eliminates all of that. Eliminates all of it, okay? There's your map, step by step. If you follow that map, step by step, follow the directions, don't deviate, all right? Because your team will duplicate what you do. Keep moving forward to the finish line and beyond. Let's go through it one step at a time, all right? First, become an Enagic distributor, all right? Get your unit, get a link from the person who asked you to check this out, ask them the questions you need, fill out your application to get your Enagic unit. By the way, there are several ways to invest in the unit. You can do it cash, check, you can do credit card, you can do your own financing, you can do the Enagic financing. They have all the ways to be able to get you the unit, all right? Second step, check your email because they're gonna send you your ID number. Don't lose this. It's part of the process. Then register yourself on all the Enagic systems, because this gives you actually, it's called an EW website, Enagic web system. They give it to you in your back office as a distributor, so you know what's going on with your organization. Then register to the message alert to be able to get alerts on, current news, information, Zoom trainings, and then order your promo cards. Okay, there's where you want to order your promo cards. They're already set for this. There's what your promotion card should look like. There's the front, there's the back. Don't deviate from this. Don't go printing up your own cards. These cards look rich, they feel rich, and they have, then I think they sprinkle a little bit of that good luck ink on it, okay? I'm just kidding, but stay and duplicate the system, all right? Don't try to save $5, $10 when you're trying to make hundreds of, okay? So again, let's build your business. First, your main goal is to find 5 A+ entrepreneurs who'll join you as a business partner, all right? These are 5 A+ distributors. Those are the people who will not only commit, but they're going to duplicate and finish the job. They're A distributors. Those are the ones who'll commit. You'll find a lot of these, they'll try until, they hit a bump on the road. The B distributors, they'll try for a while and then they'll disappear. The C is product customers only, which you will have plenty of, by the way, that don't want to be distributors, because when they see the product, this is something they want. Your goal is to find 5 A+ distributors, okay? Now, I'm showing you a system that a lot of the top distributors did, okay? Now, there are other distributors who do different systems. There are different business plans in the company that allow you to succeed. I'm showing you one of them that I recommend. Okay, there's you. Your first goal is to find 5 of them. We're going to show you how to do that, right? Like Gio said, you'll earn 1 point on your first 2, 2 points on your first 3. So you're earning 8 points there. And the K8 point system is $350. So once you complete that, you're earning 8 times $350, okay? When those group duplicate using the system, you're gonna earn 40 points right there. Remember, this is based on K8, which 90 to 95% of the people will invest in. Your rank is now about, you'll probably get to 3A or 4A here. You'll have 30 distributors in your organization selling products. Once this moves again and those 5 duplicate, take a look at that. On the next level down, you're earning 200 points. So altogether, you're earning about 250 points to get to 6A. Your rank will now be a 6A. You've earned quite a bit of income there, all right? But now is when the real money begins, because as a 6A, when you recruit a new A+ distributor, you earn 6 points. When you help them duplicate and find their 5, you'll earn 30 points. When they duplicate down and they manage their profit centers correctly, okay? And remember, the system is doing all of this for you. You'll earn 120 points. And finally, when that A+ distributor becomes a 6A, your earnings will be about 500 to 550 points. Multiply it. Go get your phone right now. Multiply 500 times $350. I mean, it's crazy numbers, but this is what people are doing in Enagic, all right? Now, here's what you have to master. There are only 3 skills. 1, you need to learn how to share the product. Now, some people do this and some people don't. They do it online and they don't share the product at all, but that's one of the skills you need to master if you're planning to do that. 2, you need to learn how to share the opportunity. And 3rd, you need to learn how to build and promote events, okay? You'll learn a lot more as you go. In sharing the product, talk to everyone you know, okay? Basically, use your, list, make a list, invite guests to check it out, always be on the lookout. Here's some water sharing presentations. I just started a business. I need a favor. Do you drink water? Everybody will say yes, right? Hey, I'll give you free alkaline water for a few weeks for your honest opinion. That's sharing the product. Hey, can you do me a small favor? Try this fresh alkaline water for free. All right? Because people will try the water for free, especially if they're buying bottled water, and if you know them and they trust you, they'll definitely try the water. And let me tell you what, a good percentage of them will buy the unit, okay? The water creates a bridge. It allows you to keep coming back, because once you give somebody water, they're gonna want to have some refills. It allows you to talk to them again, all right? Now, here's some sample flyers that we created for you. I mean, they're great flyers, okay? And they're for cold market. But some people look for flyers. These are some sample ones, all right, that allow people to try out your water. Remember, you have 3 marketplaces. Your hot market, which are your friends, family, colleagues, social media, etc. Your warm market, acquaintances, casual contacts, people you see every day. And then your cold market, your new contacts, people you meet, ads, flyers, your social media posts, all right? The hot market presentation is very simple, because you're asking people that trust you for a favor. Check this out for the first 15 minutes and see if it interests you. Hey, I'm starting a business and I need a partner. Check out the first 3 minutes of this. See what you think. Hey, do you want to make some money together? Check this out and see what you think. That's the presentation. You hand them a promo card and that's it. Warm market presentation, where people say, what do you do? Oh, I'm an international distributor for a major company. Are you interested in a great career? Check this out. Or when you meet somebody and you can say, hey, have you ever considered becoming an independent entrepreneur? You have the personality for this. Check this out. Every single week, every single month, how many people do you meet that you talk to that you'll never see again? All you have to do is give them a promo card and say, check this out. In cold market recruiting, I don't do the cold market recruiting, but I do know the ads and the flyers. The key is the headline. You have to be able to catch their eyes, okay? Stop, you found it. Start immediately. Number 1 business opportunity, career opportunity, good headlines, okay? The main thing is always be on the lookout. Always be prepared, be confident, and just go for it. Now, I did a class about a year back for millennials, Gen Zs, and Gen Alphas in recruiting. And there's some of the top producers in the company. I mean, these young tigers are unbelievable, all right? And I showed them that the first market you want to go to is your hot market and your warm market. Because if you don't get them, if you don't sell them a unit, somebody else is going to. And besides that, if you believe in your product, who's the first person you want to share it with, right? Okay? Second, your contact list. The goal is to obtain contact information. Okay? Third is the cold market. Online ads, Google ads, Craigslist ads, right? The goal is to create new contacts in a new environment. And then social media. Facebook posts, Instagram posts. The goal here is to have people see what you're posting and to ask, what do you do? And your answer, when people ask you that all the time, should be, check this out. This is what I do. If they say, what is it? Just say, hey, I'll let the pros explain it to you. Don't try to sell. Don't try to explain. Don't give too much information. You know, because some of you think you're cool and everything, but when they say, what do? You sound like, that's what you sound like. Let the experts explain it to them, okay? Let the system do the work for you and let the system do the selling. Now, part 5 is the maintenance. This is, you know what? This is ongoing. Maintaining a successful direct sales business requires a little bit of effort, you know, building a strong relationship with your main profit centers, right? Consistent communication, and you should consistently be learning. You know, for some of you, if you want to learn the demonstration, wow, it's phenomenal. All you got to do is turn the water purple and people freak out. And just so you know, I would say a good majority of the top earners in the company know how to demonstrate the water and the unit, okay? So as you move forward, you'll be learning all of this. Don't worry about all the small stuff. Hey, it's all small stuff. So just keep moving and you'll learn along the way. Focus on the goal, okay? The goal is to earn money, because if you're not earning money, you're not going to be there. So find your 5 stars. There's the goal, right? You're looking for 5 partners, all right? Then manage your 5 profit centers. Communicate, motivate, okay? Be available and monitor their progress to make sure they're getting just 5. That's it, all right? Remember this. Once you attain 6A with your 5 stars, your target is to create 6As, because every time you create a 6A, not only are you earning 500 to 550 points multiplied by product value, which in this case on a K8 would be $350, okay? Not only that, but think of all the other products they will be selling. We haven't even talked about that. We're talking about each distributor selling 1. What if you have a distributor that sells 5, 10, 15, 20, 100? There are distributors in this company that sell hundreds and thousands of products. Imagine if you sponsored and recruited one of those. Unbelievable. Now, there are landmines in the company. In other words, in this project, I'm going to give you the common mistakes that entrepreneurs do. And by the way, this is not only in Enagic, it's according to Forbes. Number 1, giving up too soon. That's the number 1 mistake. See, because if you look at the chart in the beginning, you're doing a lot of efforts, right? The yellow bar shows you all your efforts and the green shows you the results. In the beginning, just like any business, it's small results. Don't worry about it. Continue to move forward. Plant seeds. You will be rewarded with massive results. Sometimes the chart looks like that, right? It's efforts for 1, 2, 3, 4, a year, 2 years. Sometimes it's crazy. Did you know some of the top distributors in the company took them 6 months to a year to even sell their first product? That's because they didn't have the system. They were trying to bring people into a live meeting, okay? 2, understanding the time investment versus money returns. See, the time investment, your days, week, hours, nights, weekends. In the beginning, it's a lot, but it becomes smaller and smaller as you move forward, and the result and money becomes larger. There are distributors in the company today that work 5 hours a month, and you wouldn't believe the earning power they have. And sometimes it looks like that, right? I mean, sometimes it doesn't come in the beginning. But if you just give it time to mature, if you give it time to grow, to develop, just like a sports team, just like, you know, getting muscles, just like creating a garden, it takes time, and the more seeds you plant, your harvest will be incredible. Next is falling into the delusions of success. Okay, sometimes they want it quickly. I'm showing you the chart, the way it works, right? Now, there are some people who come in this business and boom, they explode. I mean, there's a lot of them that they're like James Bond fast, all right? But don't worry about it, because in the end, the ending is the same if you keep moving along. And then people focus on the wrong things. Let me show you some of the things that'll hit you along the way that you need to understand. These are distractions. Negative articles about Enagic. These are coming from disgruntled distributors, terminated distributors. They were doing something wrong. Competition. People trying to cross-recruit, or people that are clueless. This is a 50-year-old solid company with millions of customers globally. Trust me, okay? They're as solid as a rock. Second is you'll see ads of discounted products on Amazon, eBay, Google. These are coming from distributors who came in, they bought products to rank up, and they sell them on Amazon, eBay, etc. Or a lot of them are improperly gained products. Dark market, underground market, private seller. Be careful of these. You know, it's like buying a Louis Vuitton. Wouldn't you rather go to the Louis Vuitton store at the mall rather than online? Or a Rolex? Wouldn't you rather go to a certified Rolex dealer than somebody who sells it to you online? What I'm trying to tell you is this company, I gave a training in this company to the management, and I told them, I see Enagic as like a football team. They have their offense. That's the distributor base. They're there to score points. They're there for distributor acquisition and growth, okay? They're there for leadership development. They're there to score points. There's a second part of the team, which is the defense. They're there for research and development, manufacturing, service, warranties, etc. And then the special teams, who handles the public relations, compliance, legal issues, internal affairs, divisions, and assets. Each department, each division does their own. You're in the offense. Focus on scoring points, and don't be distracted by all these other things that are going out there. And then the last part is focusing on rank versus foundation, versus focusing on rank versus creating profit centers, okay? Now there are people who are doing the left side of the business plan that are very successful, incredibly successful, all right? I'm just telling you what I see, because the strength and the longevity of your organization will always depend on the foundation. So create profit centers. The rank will come. If you create profit centers, the rank will come. If you create the rank, the profit centers don't come, okay? And then failing to strategize. People don't have a business plan. People don't study what to do. Listen, you have your business plan. You have your map. You have the practice presentations. Study, learn, and apply the plan, all right? Last is you need to create a motivational library. You know, on YouTube, the Arnold Schwarzenegger motivational speech. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but I listen to it, you know, at least 2, 3, 4 times a year. Listen to the Denzel speech, Anthony Robbins sessions. Let me tell you one, follow some of the Enagic top leaders. Take a look at their training and their lifestyle, because some of the Enagic trainers are the best in the direct sales industry. Or Jim Rohn Motivational Library, okay? That's what I listened to for a long time, almost daily, as I was learning how to become a successful entrepreneur. And especially the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I recommend it highly. In closing, I'd like to ask you 3 simple questions, and be honest about your answers. Number 1, if not this, what? What else are you going to do to create the income that you want, to create that lifestyle that you want? You know, are you going to go start a traditional business? You're going to go back to school and learn a trade, a profession? All right, you're going to invent a product and go in Shark Tank? If not this, what? And then if not now, when? When the time is right? Next week? Next month? Next year? 5 years from now? When you have the time, when you can afford it? Listen to me. If you wait till all the lights are green before you leave your house, you're never going to leave your house. This is something you can start now. This is something you can do now, where you can earn money now, okay? And if not you, who's going to do it for you? You are the only one on this planet that can use your ability. You are the first domino to your own success. I'd like to give you a personal invitation to join one of the best projects for entrepreneurs. Go over that information again and again, and then get back to the person who asked you to check this out. Ask them to send you a link so you can get your distributorship started, get your order unit, and start getting some fresh, alkaline Kangen water in your house. My final analysis of this program is the company is solid, the products are awesome, the compensation plan can be massive, and the timing is now. Thank you for listening, and I wish upon you the lifestyle of a successful entrepreneur.